Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Last time we started the Overlord DLC. And this time I set what Creative calls SVM. But it's basically dynamic range compression on in the audio settings. I hope this gets recorded correctly. I also lowered the volume a bit. Hopefully it does not stay too high. It's hard to say whether the balance is fine or not, but hopefully it's all good. So let's go. Obviously the audio is going to be quite different this time around due to all that. And we were right in the door. So let's continue through this door. And more dead Cerberus personnel. Yep. Thankfully now the SVM helps against these silly jump scares. These are pretty cool terminals though. Hey there!
This is an automated security update. Geth activity has been detected. Please remain at your workstations until the all-clear is given.
Hey, 500 credits out of that. Sweet. So there are Geth around here. And we can see the VI once again. This we can enter.
Today's lunch special is excellent.
Sounds like a nice lunch. Well, Cerberus sure has a lot of money. And there we go. Geth troopers.
Emergency shields engaged. Target contact.
How are these guys? Oops. Oh. This guy, okay. There's the big guy. Okay, easy enough. There's a cafe register, so we can steal more funds from the server cell. Oh, also more Geth. Should have gone upwards first. Well, this is not good.
Target eliminated.
Okay, good. That guy is sacked.
Ready for next target.
Okay, good. So that means we need to get upwards. Check if there's anything interesting going on there. Destroy more cameras. Oh, another archer boy.
Contact below.
But we need
Emergency
to
shields engaged.
deal with these guys first. They have that green glow as well.
Enemy firewalls compromised.
Ow. Okay. Got these guys now.
Memo to all project personnel. Congratulations on your hard work. Tomorrow will make your next leap forward. It'll be a great day for Cerberus. A great day for humanity.
That sounds doubtful. Nice chairs, though. Robbing more from the server's facility? Good.
Memo to all project personnel. Congratulations on your hard work. Tomorrow will make your next leap forward.
Yeah, nice view. And all this furniture also doubles as cover. And there are more Geth out there somewhere. There.
Rerouting power to shield. Hacking hostile system. Automated flight weaponry.
Firing an impact shot.
You guys deal with all that.
Abundant infect.
Oh. And the last enemy is down. So I guess we shouldn't go this way, and we should just go downwards. Kind of confusing, because there were enemies everywhere. There we go. Cafe, and there's the register. 450 credits. That's not much. Okay, so we can go either through below or above. And they have power cells in the cafe. Okay. Sure, whatever. Yeah, that's the lower route to this. Alright. Okay. Sure, why not? Okay. And we're at the tram to get to that dish. Let's go. It's not like the elevators in the first game.
He's aligning the dish to a new upload target. He'll have a clear line of sight to our satellite. This is going to be tight.
It's not like trams in the first game where they were like elevators. Here we can walk around.
Arriving at dish access.
But there's no point to it.
Attention. Satellite broadcast window is opening soon. All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
I'm sure the VI has everything cleared with his supervisor. And there's the dish. So this is pretty interesting. We're actually going on the dish. Even more power cells that we don't need. Probably should change my heavy weapon, actually. Hey, I'm standing on boxes or something.
Attention. Satellite broadcast window is opening soon.
Oh. Rude? Can you hack this guy? Nice.
Enemy disabled.
So more Geth around here. More mountains over there. Dish is technically above us. So we need to get above as well. Ah, more things. Radium, more logs.
This is Project Overlord with an emergency message to Cerberus Command. We've experienced a catastrophic security failure and are requesting assistance. What do you mean our outgoing comms are jammed? How did it do that?
Well, it is a VI.
Attention. Satellite broadcast window is opening soon. All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
Okay. So now we can go here. We cannot climb further this way, but we can go downwards. Enter the base of the dish. Oh.
3 o'clock.
Oh. Hi there. I was looking at these pretty cool rivers you got there. And you just had to go and interrupt. Well, how about this? And goodbye. Now it is going to the river.
Attention. Satellite broadcast window is opening soon.
Okay.
All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
The Geth are done. And there's a door to bypass. Once again, low stakes bypass. Quite self-complicated though. There we go. Inside we have the inside of the dish somehow. Quite technical. Why, hello there.
Hostiles. Taking hits.
Ah, there's Hunter. Okay, the Hunter's down.
Data must be approved by your department supervisor.
Up on Gavin batting.
Oh, that guy's hacked. And now it's no more hacked. No enemies around right now, but there's probably going to be more. Yep. Oh, there's Rock Slipper.
Attention. Satellite broadcast window is opening soon. All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
Oh, what? Oh, wow, rude. You just don't do that. And now even the radar is jammed.
Under fire. Taking hits.
And there's a prime. Good, of course there's Prime.
Taking hits.
That's what's jamming our
Hold on. Them pins
radars.
down. Ready for next target.
Trooper over there. Prime is probably still active. No, it's not because we're not jammed anymore. And that's all of them.
Upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
Quite an extensive arena here. I guess we're basically coming out of all of these doors. So the question is, what are we missing now? Came in through one of these doors as well. Are we missing nothing? It's not impossible either. I guess so. Let's just continue then.
Attention. Satellite broadcast window is opening soon. All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
And we're getting to the top of the
You need to
dish.
destroy the support struts now. They have their own capacitors. Try blowing them up.
We are on the dish itself. Oh boy. This is quite the view. We can see the rings, we can see the moon that's going to crash down on the planet, and the entire dish that we can go on. So we have things that we can expose. That's what we will need to destroy, but I'm sure as soon as we touch anything, there's going to be death. Well, we gotta do something about it, so let's start with this one.
Here they come.
Yep, sure enough.
Neutralized.
This is circular, so also
Rerouting power to shield.
they can flank us pretty easily. Speaking of flanking,
Impact.
and Zaid is down, that's not good. Maybe it's still fine.
Target contact. Hacking hostile system.
There's the scout. Gotta shoot it in the flashlight. Not save. Yeah, so I think squad members don't come back unless you use Agile. That's annoying. Jammed, eh? But this works.
Blocking kinetic barrier system.
This is hilarious. And no more Geth Prime. Seemingly more enemies around though. there's something over there. Destroyer. What the? Now it's a hacked destroyer. Fire on fire. Okay, next up is this one. Death. No Geth this time around, I guess. Geth? No Geth. Well.
Warning. Structural integrity of dish has been compromised.
Yeah, so we have to be a bit careful not to get hit by these things.
What the hell is going on around here?
Man's reach exceeding his grasp. Come on, I'll explain.
Transmission dish destroyed. Surviving scientist located. Send out 500 credits, 2000 palladium. The DLC is a multi-parter, so we get mission completes after each part, interestingly enough.
You have my thanks, Commander Shepard. You bought us some time, though probably not much. This isn't over yet.
Who did you say you were?
Dr. Gavin Archer, chief scientist at this facility, and probably the only one left.
Yeah, we haven't seen many survivors so far. Also kind of in like in hell.
You owe us that explanation.
This is Project Overlord, an attempt to gain influence over the Geth by interfacing a human mind with a VI. The results have been less than satisfactory.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
I'd hate to see what you'd call a disaster.
You can't dismiss the entire project. We did succeed. At least partially. My brother, David, volunteered to serve as a test subject, but his mind couldn't handle the VI connection. He's like a virus now, infecting our networks and seizing control of any technology he finds. It's why you had to destroy the dish. Imagine if his program got off-world.
What's the worst-case scenario?
A technological apocalypse. Every machine, every weapon, every computer could be turned against us. If he hit the extranet, who knows where it would end?
How does he take control of electronics?
This is a hybrid intelligence the likes of which I've never seen. I don't know where the man ends and the machine begins.
So a person interfacing with a VI. That sounds bad.
You should have considered that before you started the experiment.
We couldn't be expected to account for every outcome. Certainly not the abomination David has become. David, the VI has fortified itself in the main laboratory at Atlas Station. It's in lockdown now. To enter, you need to manually override security from our facilities in the Prometheus and Vulcan stations.
How does the lockdown work?
It's a fail-safe procedure in the event of an emergency. Normally, all 3 project leads have to agree to cancel the lockdown. I'm the only one left now. I can give my authorization, but you'll have to manually reset the other 2 yourself.
And what happens if I have to kill your brother?
Let's just hope it doesn't come to that. Now let me ask you a question. Is your friend here going to be a problem?
If there's one Geth in the galaxy who can't be brainwashed, it's him. Don't worry.
I'll take your word for it.
So that only happens if you bring Legion along.
Tell me more about Project Overlord.
We wanted to turn the Geth's religious impulse into a weapon. When we saw them following Saren, we realized they could be swayed. And if a proper figurehead was created, a virus with a face, if you will, the Geth might be controlled.
More control, of course. That's what Cerberus is all about.
That's an ambitious undertaking.
It would be the perfect weapon. Victory without casualties. We could avoid war with the Geth altogether. That was the plan, anyway.
There would not be a war with the Geth altogether if you just stay out of their way.
What went wrong with the experiment?
David volunteered to interface with the VI to give it genuine consciousness. Theoretically, it should have been safe, but with artificial intelligence, there's no such thing as safe.
Then you shouldn't have attempted it.
And what if you'd never attempted to find the Reapers, Commander Shepard? Where would the galaxy be then? Sometimes you have to ignore the risks.
Well, that's quite different.
What happens on this station?
This is Hermes Station, our communications uplink with the wider galaxy. If you hadn't destroyed the dish in time, the outcome would have been catastrophic.
Hermes, the god of mail? That makes sense.
Tell me about the Vulcan and Prometheus stations.
Vulcan Station is our geothermal plant. It generates power for the 4 outposts. Prometheus Station is a crashed Geth ship full of dormant machines. We use them for our experiments.
Well, that's also interesting. Volcanoes and something that brings the light, I guess, is the point of Prometheus Station. Atlas.
What can you tell me about Atlas Station?
Atlas Station is the main laboratory where all of our VI experiments take place. It's your final goal once you've overridden the lockdown. It's also where my brother became something else.
That's keeping the world in its place. Alright then.
I'm heading out now.
The other stations are all within driving distance. Best of luck, Commander.
So that is when we have to take the Hammerhead. So now we have Overlord Atlas Station. The rogue VI must be stopped, but first the lockdown must be overridden from Prometheus and Vulcan stations. Look at the other stations. Travel to those stations to override the lockdown from each facility. Interesting that you can override the lockdown without, you know, the authorization of the other 2 people. Unless we just need to find the same console and then basically impersonate whoever was the project lead in the other stations. Because that might be the case.
You still need to go to Vulcan and Prometheus stations to override the lockdown. It doesn't matter which you choose first, but both need to be dealt with.
I'm heading out now.
The other stations are all within driving distance. Best of luck, Commander.
Yeah, so we already took everything from this area. So we can just take the Hammerhead. Also, coffins. That certainly is the Hammerhead.
Commander, you need to find Vulcan and Prometheus stations and override the lockdown from each facility. Doesn't matter which one you hit first, but you can't enter Atlas Station until you've dealt with both. Also, keep an eye out for Cerberus security mechs. The VI has likely taken control of them. Archer out.
Yep, so we have exited the Hermes station, and now we can head out to find the other stations. But we will do that next time and explore this pretty sweet overall world. I cannot save, but I'm sure it auto-saved. Yeah. Indeed it did. So, see you all then. Later.